time has come, the walrus said.
Welcome to Planet Sonata, one of the most creative and incredible areas introduced in the game. This place is all focused around music, but look at that background. And look at all these stage elements. The ladders are trumpets, there's drums all over. There's even unique ships flying about, of different variety, look at that. They're moving in the background too. This has to be one of the greatest design levels in the 16-bit era. It also has a fascinating and engaging gimmick. We have to carry this metronome about and give it to these different performers so that they can start playing music, which adds on to the background music. There's all sorts of neat ways we're going to be carrying that metronome around too, which you'll see. Like here we have to make this big jump and then catch it on the way down. There we go, look at that. And then just like carrying around the little Ristar statue, there's different ways we have to maneuver to get it to where it needs to go. In this case, we have to use this crane here so that we can help avoid the enemy here. Because these enemies want to take the metronome from us. We won't let them. We also have to use these fans a lot to help carry them above. And we can pick it back up, give it to this. This whole area is just super fun, creative, and it embodies what's good about the 16-bit era, and I'm amazed more people don't talk about games like Ristar for levels like this. Now, who do we need to get this to? You know what, I'll leave that there for now. There's an area up here I want to explore. Assuming we can make that jump. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is the bonus area. Okay. I hope I don't lose the metronome doing this. If I do, I can go back for it. I actually remember this specific bonus game here because of how it stumped me for so long. But you basically need to make this staircase of chests here, and you need to make sure you get on the very top of this one. So that way we can... There we go, and we get this thing, which is like a winged heart with some bells. Looks like a neat Christmas ornament to me. Please tell me that... Okay, the metronome's still there. Perfect. You go away, though. I don't like that you respawned. So we need to just carefully maneuver around the spikes, give it to this guy. He's gonna add some harmony as well, I like that. So I'll destroy that guy. There you go. And we have these enemies here we gotta keep a close eye on, because they're gonna bob their heads down and possibly attack us. So I wanna make sure I'm not missing any metronomes of any sort. Oh, there's one. Okay. So now we're over here, we don't want to grab these bombs. That will just instantly... Like so. That's why we need to get the metronome over all the bombs. But we don't want to lose it to these enemies here. I mentioned trying to sell this game to people who are on a Nintendo Switch and are going to be able to play it soon. In fact, you may be able to play it already, depending on when this comes out. But if you weren't already convinced in the first 3 parts, this part should absolutely convince you this game is worth a shot. Just look at how creative and fun it can be. If you're still not convinced, then this game probably isn't for you. I mean, this is the highlight of it after all. This is kind of the peak. Here's your metronome, buddy. Full health. And here we have a neat bit. Take a look at this. All these little creatures are going to be bobbing their heads down. They take multiple hits because of the party hats they have on and sunglasses, I guess. That's somehow protection for them. We need to take all of them out, and every time we don't, there's going to be a little bit of an enemy barrage in between. But I love how the conductor's kind of doing things. I love how this is part of the stage in a way. And I love the little melody that goes off here. For some reason, the first few notes remind me of Fire Emblem. Ah, come on, you. There we go, alright. Just got some more enemies coming through, and the Fire Emblem music. You know, this is just a mini-boss at the end of the first of 2 stages. They didn't have to put this much effort and this much care into it, but they did, and it paid off, I think. And we haven't even gotten to the actual final boss of the world yet. But as soon as his audience is gone, this guy's not interested in performing. Off he goes. I like how he just lifts himself out of here. Got some decent height there. Not bad, not bad. And we're on to the second stage of Sonata. This stage is called Dance Dance, and while this doesn't make as much of an impression, it's still a lot of fun. I kind of look at it as like Studiopolis Act 1 and 2. Act 1 is just the most incredible thing you've ever seen, and Act 2, it's good. It's enjoyable in its own way. Of course, we're inside now. Ow, that hurt. We're inside now, and we have these keys in the back. I like how when you press in on these parts of the horned instrument, it actually uses them. You know, I used to play French horn when I was in middle school. I only played it for 1 year, so I have not retained any of that knowledge. It just kind of all went out. And oh yes, this enemy. You look like you just want to hit them at first, but you can't hit them unless they're separated like that. This stage has a lot of these dancing guitars that will eventually slam down onto the ground like so. Their patterns are very irregular, and you gotta pay very close attention, be very careful. Because look at that, they just double slammed right there. I might do another one. Nope. Okay. I was a little off. Yeah, you gotta pay very close attention to them. They're a bit of a hard time. I guess this stage is a lot more enemy focused. I mean, after all, a lot of these enemies give me a bit of a hard time. Enemy and obstacle focused, I'd say. Oh yes. I almost forgot about these drums here who send us flying upwards like so. I love just how much bounce these give you and the new twirling animation that Ristar gets for this bit. I also love how the grabbing mechanic comes into play. You have to grab yourself at the right bit. Oh dear, I did not grab myself at the right bit there. You know, a lot of people may draw parallels to Music Park, which was a stage in Mario Kart 7, I want to say. Maybe it was a different one, but it was certainly brought back in Mario Kart 8. And while you can draw a lot of parallels to that, you know, I can't help but appreciate what this game did, not only for its time, but also just on its own, you know? You can go back to this game and have fun with it even today. Anyway, it's time for the arena. And if you want to talk about unique boss fights, look no further than this boss right here. Not only are we on a concert where there's a foreground of the audience, but we also are playing on this big stage where there's an orchestra in the background, and, well, the singer's doing a good job, but he's being interrupted by the boss in question, this bird guy. And the bird guy is not as good a singer, which causes the stage to get kind of distorted and the music notes to become bad projectiles. This guy is our friend. We like him. Also, if we hit him enough times, I believe he knocks down a health star for us? Maybe I'm remembering that wrong? Oh no, there it is. It's a good thing we got it too. We just got hit. Now that he's knocked off the stage is when we can hit him, but eventually he'll get right back onto the stage and start doing his awful music again. I like that it incorporates bad singing into a music-themed stage. That's really clever. I like the music follows kind of different patterns at points. Sometimes it's just bouncing along the ground all pathetically. Sometimes it's coming at us in a very slow and jagged way. I think we almost got him. Was that it? Oh no, we got one more phase, alright. Get off the stage! Never has that term applied better than in this specific boss fight in this specific game. Localized entirely within your kitchen. Anyway, that's the end of the boss. Thanks for the hard guy. And the audience applauds as we draw to a close, although I think they're clapping for the singer, not necessarily for you, Ristar. Calm down now. Anyway, that's the end of Planet Sonata. Again, a highlight of not only this game, but Sega Genesis gaming in general. This really sold the game to me as an absolute Sega classic, and I hope it did to you as well. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the next planet, so I'll see you there next part. Bye now.